talking about the Chancellor, German Chancellor visit to UK, it seems that UK and Keir Starmer is throwing his weight behind the former allies. Why?
Well, I think it's important that he's doing that. Why is he doing it? I think there is a concerted effort around the world to make sure that President Trump, stays his behaviour is good, and that they look after his occasional changes of mind. So I think making firmer relations with Chancellor Merz via the Kensington Treaty is a very good idea, actually. So I applaud Keir Starmer for that, actually. But I think it's about realigning the tectonic plates in Europe to make sure that President Trump's behaviour is good.
For a few years that Britain is moving by itself, keeping itself away from EU. Now the Labour maybe think twice or maybe rethink to go separately, independently with EU with agreements. Why now Britain is? I think it's kind of regret or leaving EU.
There is a lot of regret in the country. I think Labour privately regret what they've inherited, but they're not prepared to go back on that agreement, and they've been clear about that. I think that's a mistake, actually, because the general public mood is ahead of the politicians on this particular point. But when we look at what they've actually done in this agreement, the Kensington Treaty, it's mostly about burning platform issues that they can talk about, such as defence and security. It's mostly about things that they have to talk about. Keir Starmer has made a big thing about a small part of the treaty, which is about migration. It's a really small part. It's another amelioration. And actually, both men need to face down their respective right-wing flanks. So Keir Starmer needs to deal with Nigel Farage, or he feels he needs to deal with him. And of course, Chancellor Merz needs to deal with the AfD. So it ticks a little box to say we are being tough on migration. But the vast bulk of this Kensington Treaty is about climate, economics, defence and security, and a little bit on cultural exchange of school trips and that. It's very small.
Convergence between all the former allies with UK, thanks to the Russian threats. What do you think?
Well, I never thought I'd be able to say thank you to Vladimir Putin, but he did bankroll Brexit, and of course, then he was able to move in on Ukraine, and that has galvanised the world. And politicians have a very difficult job, but they do move when there's a burning platform to be dealt with. And I think Vladimir Putin and now Trump have provided that platform where they feel they need to balkanise and come together in ways that where it's politically expedient. What of course would be better is if Keir Starmer took more courage and rejoined the EU. Then we could actually solve difficult problems on a Europe-wide basis, such as migration. We can't really solve them on a piecemeal basis. But he's doing what he can, but I would urge him to go further on that, and then we can really unite, because global problems can only be solved globally.